Hi everybody, this is Scott from Ez3dbiz, coming to you live from beautiful Southern California. It's a beautiful, clear blue sky day here. Nothing but beautiful forests, birds and trees. I'd basically like to give you an update on how my diet is actually able to maintain perfect optimal health. I never get sick, I never get the flu, I never get dental cavities, I have optimal energy, I never have any sort of fatigue. And I always have energy and I always have a bright mind. I'm always clear. I never have any brain fog, any of those things. And I think one of the main reasons of this is I've stopped eating bread, pastry, flour, things like that. I found when I stopped eating bread, I had a lot more energy. But also on top of it, I also have optimal SOD levels, which is what's called superoxide diamosity. You've probably heard of SOD. And it's very, very optimal, very powerful for people that want to maintain perfect youth and health. They've done research studies. People that are optimal have, anti-aging effects, etc. SOD. They find that the person's SOD levels in their body is at high levels. And you've probably seen millions, well not millions, but many, many supplements on the market coming out right now. Basically talking about SOD, and they make it into a supplement form. But the good news is you don't need to take SOD supplements to get the right amount of SOD levels in your body. The way I do it is I do about either 40 minutes of moderate exercise every day or 30 minutes of hardcore exercise every day. And this has been confirmed in the research literature. My book has, details on that showing that, the proper amount of exercise raises SOD levels. And the good thing about it is it doesn't cost you any money. So, it saves you money in the long term, and it's basically free. Also, as far as my diet goes, I don't have cornflakes in the morning, or I don't have, cereal fortified foods, which are full of folate. And folate, as we all know, a lot of people are finding out now is responsible for causing cancer. Excessive amounts of folate do cause cancer. What I have for breakfast is barley. What I do is I soak the barley in the water, and let it soak overnight, and in the morning I have sprouted barley. And sprouted barley has been known to have very, very powerful enzymes for the body. Not only that, but sprouted barley is very, very nutritious. And for the last 2 years, I've been having sprouted barley every morning. And along with that, I've been taking my brain food mix, which is basically a combination of Chinese herbs. And I find when I combine my brain food mix or the Chinese herbs with the sprouted barley, it gives me a burst of energy. I'm very, very clear in the mind. I don't have any brain fog, anything like that. So I'm very, very energetic, and I don't use any, additional supplements other than the Chinese herbs. What else? I've also discovered some people I've met, they've been on fruits and vegetables all their life, and some of it organic, and they still end up getting cancer. So after a bit of research, I found out that organic foods can be grown in soil where there used to be pesticides. And so that's kind of scary. Even though they may not use pesticides to grow the fruits and vegetables, the soil could still be contaminated from years later. So what's happened now is you're starting to see an emergence of what's called biodynamic foods, which are foods that are grown in soil without having pesticide residue, which has been there for years. So this is soil that is pristine and clear, and it's basically better than organic. But the thing is, you're also paying extra money. So what I've done is basically I've pretty much gotten rid of fruits and vegetables entirely. Every now and then, maybe once every month or every couple of months, I'll have an apple or maybe some vegetables, an orange, mandarins, things like that. But they're not the main staple of my diet. I found the way I don't get sick, I don't get the flu, I don't get cavities is by keeping my SOD levels at an optimal level, and by taking Chinese herbs once every couple of days, a special combination mix. As you can see on my website, I have the SOD mix, I have brain food mix. The SOD mix is basically a mixture of ginger, fotine, and other Chinese herbs. I call it the SOD mix because it does raise SOD levels, but I don't need to take it that much. But I find exercise helps me with that a lot too. What else? I also use what's called emotional freedom technique exercises. Basically, these help the emotional energy in the body come into a reasonable flow and state. And many of you know from experience, if you have a lot of constricted emotions in your body, it creates a lack of circulation that constricts the emotional body, and that energy is not flowing healthy. It's not flowing easily as it should. So every now and then I perform EFT techniques, for example, forgiveness, healing, stress reduction. That gets the energy in my emotional body flowing, which actually increases health also. And thirdly, I would say the most powerful thing that I use to make sure I never get sick with the flu, I have optimal health, is by listening and studying the energies of the sun. And as you know, my website has a lot of information on that. Basically, the way I simply do it is when I know I have a condition read or the sun's energies are at danger levels, I take a special herbal mix, which is on the website under the condition read, and it helps counteract for example, the allergic reactions I would sometimes get from food, or the stress, the fatigue, and it totally turns it around 180 degrees. So instead of the intense energies from the sun causing allergies and not just allergies, but fatigue and restlessness, by taking this special herbal mix, it turns it around. I end up having more energy, and I don't have any food allergies, or they're substantially reduced, and my health is continually to basically be at peak levels. And I've been doing this now for almost 2 years, and I never get any dental cavities, never get sick, never get the flu, never get illness, nothing like this. So I would say by listening or watching the energies of the sun at certain times, it's played a major role in keeping me extremely healthy, and I found that to be very, very powerful. Another very powerful thing I found is the yogurt mix. As you all know, my yogurt mix is a special mixture of yogurt with some Chinese herbs. But there's also a second part to the yogurt mix. For example, when I have between 4 and 8 solar flares, which is what I call the optimal energy level, when I take yogurt, and then I go ahead and take the vitamin C with the cod liver oil and the special yogurt mix, which is shown on the pages, I can feel an intense burning, healing energy. It's like an inner fire, but it's a very, very powerful healing energy, and it sort of makes the body feel really good. It's like a warm glow. But it's only when the sun is at that optional level, which is between 4 and 8 C-class solar flares. And I mean, it kind of makes sense. For example, if the sun has intense energies that can destroy, there obviously must be a window where the sun's energies heal. And I found that window, and by taking the right foods at the right time, it's amazing how good the body feels. It's like totally rejuvenation. And that's been another very powerful thing. And then, of course, there's the ancient Egyptian pole balancing, also known as internal chi exercise, which I do every now and then. And that's also helped also. But the good thing about this, it doesn't cost a lot of money. You just have to pay attention, know when the energies are there, work with the energies. And I'd say on average I spend about, I would say about $7 on food a day. Some days I may spend more if I get chocolate. If I want to eat some chocolates, I'll go out or get something nice for myself. But for the most part, I spend very, very little money on food. I just use the energies of the sun and certain Tai Chi exercises, a few Chinese herbs, and it's totally optimal health. But the good news is, you don't have to go out and buy all these additional herbal supplements or these unnecessary, super immune boosters and all these millions, literally millions of supplements that are becoming on the market right now. You don't need to buy them all. You can maintain an optimal immune system, you can maintain optimal health, you don't have to worry about cavities, anything like that, just by following these simple principles. And so far I'm doing 2 years, I haven't got the flu, I haven't got ill, anything like that. I'm so happy it's working so well. And all the information is on my site, and you guys can follow it, research it yourself, get the results for yourself. And I really appreciate everybody that's been using the techniques so far, and as you know, they work, and they're a great way to also not just save money, but save time. Anyway, once again, I would like to thank you all for watching. Wish you all continued eternal health and continued luck and well-being to you all. And once again, coming to you live from beautiful Southern California, I wish you all a wonderful day.